All right, everyone, look, we got a full couch today. Millennials, they're already making up a majority of the workforce, I should say. However, they do have a different mindset when it comes to investing their time and their money. So we wanted to know your thoughts, and we put a question on our Facebook page. We'll start with that. It's what are your tips for investing for the future, and what have you told your children? That's the big question. Apparently, millennials, you guys, want to retire by like 65 or sooner. Gonna have you guys go around, say your name. Who we've got here, because you guys have difficult names, so you go.
I'm Valerie Carrillo.
Okay, and you're a realtor to a lot of millennials,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, and then?
My name is Veronica Rivera. Okay. I have a millennial child. Well, I have a couple of millennial childs, but I'm actually with Farmers Insurance, so we do investings as well.
Okay, and then Dustin, I know you're like everything. You're a millennial yourself. You just had a kid.
Yep, Dustin Ravizay. I'm a millennial as well. I just had a kid 6 weeks ago, and pretty much have done it all aside from real estate and working as a millennial and such.
Okay, so let's first talk real estate when we talk about that. I mean, first I think like sometimes like millennials, they just kind of like move job to job, they don't put a lot of money away. Are they ready to buy a home? Are you seeing a lot of millennials buying homes, and what are they specifically looking for?
I am. I do see a lot of millennials that are ready to invest, and I tell them, invest right now when you're young, build that build that wealth, and then later you can leverage that and buy your forever home, but get started right now. Know where you stand.
Right, and then are you seeing a lot of success with that?
I am.
Okay.
I am. Yeah, I have seen that they have started work earlier, from what I've seen. So they are, at 23, they already have 4 or 5 years experience of working.
Okay, interesting. Well, Veronica, talk about being a parent to a millennial. What is that like?
Not fun.
Not fun?
I've enjoyed them. But it is difficult to actually get them to understand that they do need to invest. They don't have, they're scared of being tied down, being to the commitment. They think that getting committed to the investments or a realtor, that they're going to be committed for the rest of their lives.
Right.
But I try to guide them, but at least do investing, even if it's something small, start something small, it is going to get you places. And invest in 401ks. We do whole life insurance, and that's another way of investing. But they need to start now.
Yeah,
and they
it
need
is
to
hard
start
to
focusing, because I did start young. And they see that as like, no, I don't want to start young like my mom, because then I want to be like that.
Right.
I want to wait later. So
when you think 401k, it is hard when you're younger to even think in that direction, right, Dustin? I'm sure.
I mean, my parents from day one were always like, go to college, get a job, and start planning for your future. And so that's pretty much what I did. I mean, as soon as I left college in 2011, bought a house in 2013 by saving up as much as I could. And I think having a job and really understanding the benefits of a 401k, and at the same time establishing a 529 for your kid to prepare for college, are things that are just really important to prepare when you're young. And there isn't enough education and enough access out there as of right now, I think, to kind of provide to millennials. And so I think we really need to get the word out to really let people know, instead of spending so much and stop obtaining instant gratification by going out there and doing things all of a sudden, to save some money, to put some money away, to obviously reduce your debts, but also think about where you're going to be 20, 30, 40 years from now and how you want to live your life at that time.
Right, and you just had a child, so you know that also, I mean, you're saving money for your future, but also if you plan on having kids, your child's future.
Exactly.
And so you feel prepared?
Yeah, I feel prepared. I mean, my dad was a fire captain, and he worked for 30 years, and he was able to retire at 50. So I really do kind of see myself trying to obtain that type of desire, and at the same time trying to provide every single thing that I can for my kid, including an education and some form of wealth.
Interesting. All right, and just some quick facts for folks that might not know. Millennials are born between 1981 and 1996, so it's 22 to 37 years old. So I always wondered, I actually thought it was a little bit younger, but up to 37 years old. And then we wanted to put up our Facebook page question too, a couple viewer comments, because we did have some folks chime in, and it looks like Brian says, just wait until the student loans and the credit card payments kick in. And so he kind of was just kind of saying, and then someone else said, can't wait to retire, still 30 years to go, and that's from Martin chiming in on our comments, where we asked for some tips on how to invest, but most people are kind of just making comments at this point and chiming in going, well, wouldn't we all love to retire before 65?
Amazing, of course.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's something that's hard to think about, right? Any major tips for any millennials that might be watching as far as if they want to buy a home?
I definitely think that they need to get pre-qualified just to know where you stand. Find out how much buying power you have. Find out what you need to do to qualify in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now. So just go ahead, credit. Find out what your credit score is. you know, find out what you need to do to either establish your credit or, you know, repair your credit. But just start now, find out.
Yeah. It is hard to put together a savings. I think you all know. I mean, you don't think that you could save that much, but then you're like, wow, it really does add up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, but then there are also first-time home buyer programs.
Yeah.
You know, and then we have the seller credits. So you can buy, you know, a home for less than, you know, $0 to $2,000.
Right. Yeah, no, it's true. All right. Listen, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate your
Thank
feedback.
you for having us.
Stay with us. We're
Thank
back
you.
after this.
Thank you.